So a couple of days ago I made this scene in Blender, a very short animation using only two simulation, which is a rigid body simulation and a particle system simulation. So in this video I will go through all the steps to show you how it was done. So this is not going to be a full tutorial, but I will try my best to explain all the steps so you can make something like this if you want, or exactly this one. Alright, so the first thing you need is some PNG. Let me just hide everything all and select H, and before that let me turn on my screencast keys. There we go. Okay, so the first thing you need is some logos for different social media. I have Facebook Messenger, Instagram, PNG, TikTok, Snapchat, and whatever you want you can add. And one more PNG you need is an PNG of iPhone or any kind of phone, and that's about it. The next thing you want is you need to add add-ons, which is going to be an image as plane. So you're not going to get this one in by default, you have to install it. So for that you need to go to preference and just type in image as planes. You can see you have the add-ons which comes built in the Blender. So all you have to do is click here and install, and after that image, shift A and go to image, and you can see you have images planes. Now if I go to my PNG folder and let me just simply show you how I made the logo into a mesh. I'm going to import this one. So I'm going to go to the top view, press 7 on your keyboard and just rotate this into x-axis to 90 degree like this. And as you can see, there is nothing in the viewport, so I'm going to go to the shading viewport, and now I have the PNG of Facebook. Let me just rotate this to 180 and onto the y-axis 180. Now we have our Facebook. So I'm going to use this PNG as a reference, and I'm going to add another mesh. This is going to be let's add a circle. So I'm going to choose 64 segment for the vertices, and with the circle selected I'm going to press tab, go to the edit view, and just with all the vertices selected I'm just going to scale it down just about here, and then just press F to fill in the gap and E to extrude like this, and that should do. Exit out, and then let's just apply auto smooth. And now if you want you could add some modifier like bevel modifier to smooth out the edges like this. So I'm going to let's see, increase the segment, give it a nice round smooth shape, and all that is left to do right now is just go to the shader editor. So I'm going to add a new shader. I'm going to rename it Facebook, and now you need another add-ons which is going to be a node wrangler. Same as before, you have to go to edit, preference, and search NOD. You can see you have node wrangler. Just install this, and once you have the add-on enabled, and all you have to do is select this principal BSDF and just press Ctrl T, As you can see, we have our image texture node, a mapping node, and a texture coordinate. So right now we have UV to vector connected. We are going to keep this way, and I'm going to press open, navigate to our folder and select PNG. Right now we can't see anything because this is upside down, as you can see. So let's just oh, actually this is not upside down. I have my references. I guess I have my references still enabled, that's why it looks like this, but let me just check. Yeah, so right now what I have to do is, let's just hide my reference from here. And yeah, so let's split another screen here, and right now we have to go to our UV editor. So with the mesh selected, let's go to edit mode again, and as you can see, we have our PNG at the UV editor. And with all the vertices selected, I'm going to press U, and let's see what we can do here. We can unwrap the mapping, and we have so many options. So for now I'm just going to press cube projection, and we have our mapped unwrapped, and all these side circles is right now representing this these vertices and this. And if you want to add colors here, all you have to do is select these vertices, and you can either put them into this white section. As you can see, the side will turn into white, but I will take them and put them into blue because it looks more better. So yeah, that is how you will turn take a PNG and turn them into mesh logo. So I have already made a couple of them here, so I'm just going to delete this one because I don't need this. Let me just delete this, and if I unhide all of this here, as you can see, I have them over here. So I made a couple of these already, and I put them in another section, social media. So for now I'm going to hide this one. Okay, the next thing you need to do is work on the particle system. So for that, let me turn on my particle social emitter. As you can see, all you have to do is just add a mesh. It could be a box, it could be a simple plane like this one. I would suggest for this animation, I would suggest you add a simple plane, and after that just resize it like this and go to your particle system, add a particle system here. For starter, just put any numbers. I put 1000 emitter, and I restricted my particle system frame. I started from 60 frame and it ends at 200 because I don't want my particle system pop out right at the frame number 1. So for that I put 60 to 200, and I gave it a 500 lifetime, and you can do whatever you want to the lifetime randomness. I added 0.5, and for the source, this is going to emit from the faces, and just enable the random order even distribution. And one more important thing you need to do is come over here. You have to change your render as from none to collection, and over here you're going to select your collection. For me, I have my social media added into the instance collection. And another thing you need is go to the field weights and turn off the gravity completely to 0. Otherwise, if you don't turn off your gravity, your social media particle will fall downwards instead of upwards. So once you are done with the particle systems, as you can see, let me show you. If I don't turn on my gravity, or turn off my gravity, this is how it will look like. Okay, no, let me, it is working because I have my force this is where I have my force selected. So let me just turn this off as well. Strength right now I have given to, okay, so let's see. Yeah, so all your instances or emitter will go downward. So for that you need to turn off your gravity. Let me go back to that, and yes, and after that you could play around with the scale randomness. It depends on you how you want it to look like. For me, I have this setting. So after that what I'm going to do is show you how I modeled my phone. So this is a very simple modeling, as you can see. This is the phone, and this is exactly like the way I modeled all the logos. So all you have to do is shift A and image is plain, and get whatever phone you like and use them as a references. So for that I use this PNG, and then just add a cube on top of that and reshaped it as a phone model, and I gave it a simple material like this. And after that what I did is, once you're done with the modeling, you are going to parent your social media emitter to the phone. Okay, so you're almost done with the scene, and the last thing you need to do, you need to add a force field. So this helps to emit the particles flow upwards, and you can also control your speed. So right now control your strength. So right now it is at 0. So if I turn on, as you can see, it does not go that well. So let me just increase the strength, and don't forget to save your file. As you can see, it will flow faster. So that's one of the things you're gonna need. And the most important and last thing you need is a rigid body simulation. This is just to give a bit more dynamic to the scene. So for that you need two things. One is a plane, another plane to use it as a foreground. Another thing you need is one more cube, not this one. You need another cube like this. Right now it is in wire mode, so let me go into the solid mode. As you can see, this is just a simple cube. So for that I also restricted my keyframe, because I don't want my rigid body to start from the beginning of the animation. What I did here is, first I select the cube and input a keyframe, and I brought it all the way up around 180 frame like this, not 100, maybe at 200. So what you need to do is, let me see if I can find this. Yeah, you have to go to scene, and after you add rigid body to this object, to this mesh, you will see this option here, rigid body world. And as you can see, the simulation starts from 200 and ends at 250. So this is how you are going to add rigid body simulation. Let me just delete this one. For the plane, you have to go here and add a rigid body from here, and this is going to be a passive type, and for this mesh this is going to be an active type. So after you restrict your frame rate, once the frame hits 200 it will drop onto the floor. And as you can see, we have some friction. It depends on the strength, on the speed. The more speed you have, the more friction it will be, and it will look or like realistic, give you some realistic vibe to the scene. So this is how you can make your own scene using some simple simulation like this one. So I hope I explained. So this is it for this explanation, because this is not a tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know in the comment section, and thank you for watching.